Frima Abankro and Afi Nana Safo Womo and Omadi ko Facebook into when it's your Facebook ubenya live na washing na wasign etie wasign etie Bernard Nyankumago enso ewufia Mediama and Afi Dreams FC Oma qualify de akọ CAF Champions League as well as Confederations Cup group stage womo akọ dru ho nyame adomo ya wada ebe na elective congress no eba so na che say baby akodu ne de keto kreku ye be man nsaso na yaka che ne sampa wo na Ghana Football Association o da no for the next 4 years is an say baby adun de say injunction bi ama meto so a na che say baby akodu ne de wo ya said the electoral process na si e course so a election committee no omo de enya de a George bekwa bi atesa bi betumi aba omo abom timu po awie e de omo hye e de aba na make say FIFA delegate a de omo aba no so aba bedru Ghana when Nigeria ni Abranti Amoju picnic o kasapa wo say wone George Shia wone Kete Shia wone obi edi nkomo you feel say Ghana football is bigger than the two of them and until we be here so betumi akabom na fe ya the way forward e de Ghana football is say anas expose no atwe Ghana ya gudie na kwa akire pa enti se we nso man so twene ne o ma bi ba ho a e be sa atwe football no esan e de akọ ne chi then we chi no san de pit so say it shouldn't be winner takes all now winner takes all no enye sa na e de biem e no de entumi sesa because one thing is that it's not just a free and kwani be a front runner when it comes to Ghana football we see spark mo and ne togba afedemo omo di sika rem almost running Ghana football ebi omo nye crowd say be one day be on be contested for GFA presidency but e ko bass election bass we pay no one winner takes all no e be ye adwuma nti these another issues and na you be discuss it nti GFA elective congress no ya wada e bass me diama and dreams and so to me advance as see omakodu group stage okay last time em say Ghana club it me call you know better years ago nti me diama ya de nti me diama asa nya akwanya a omukọ friendly match on the 14th of October yeah omo ekwa America omo the DC United ekwa ombo wia I think so on the 6th which is be coming Thursday kra minim e be a draw no a group stage CAF Champions League as well as Confederations they between abaso pabna mo abenda che hina ikrado ye confirm no nsem ye bape ye de afisem de beto aso na afei ye de discussion no ye de ababeto aso dachi good morning.
Good morning, Africa.
Ebia boko de.
Nyame adom na wonso.
Adom na ne kuta. Me yam pass krum ha yehye.
Krum ha ehye pa nsu ton so. Krum ha ehye pa.
Ne wa yehye de em ze won kwa na wa wi aye bo.
Ei, krum ha ahye aye.
Ne yese ne no ehim for na mo ye your friends eh.
Oye kire no. Ashamafo ye bi. Kronum ankasa.
Ebi no na ankasa ne ho info
no. Ini no eye NDC fo no. Ena eye ede ko
elidi banana fo nyina.
Eka ho amaton safre timamuni bia wo pese obedwen se Bank of Ghana yesika no wo mu toto nase wo mu chesa so mu di ne nyafo enye kwampa so ntino wo mu ye wo ye kire kase pa chenchenche etumi edi
eti me na nka me pesa ka bia ka simple understanding ko mo ka sei no like Bank of Ghana sike wo nyina na nka atamne de amamo se mo hwe so man we se nka sem bia ni ho
yesao
enti frema abankro na bia na ya safom ne ko Facebook social media obetumi akwakohwe kwamna ye kwa mana na afi yembre fisem
neat 100.9 so any no pay wasugusu awutie no achima senede sheda ache kwabramu apen any dia mejeso amano ne nsem no ene prawie to se me to me abonitel na miwia na me boss ERNEST BREW Smith Asoman sana kwaku enso aba na tie enai matches a eto dwane enra bi etigui Fulham for trafie ema Chelsea for ebomo ekamienu emomo entimi antisa ekano enso ewo ho okopiemu ewo Italy Scudetto no Italian suya no so Sassuolo etrafie ema Monza bomo ekabako momo entimi anti Torino ene Verona 0-0 Fiorentina Shamiansa Cagliari Calcio entimi antisa ekano Spanish La Liga no enra ne esi wo England de na meka ho asem ne bisie Las Palmas ene Celta Vigo Vano enso edi dream wo ho ema later Las Palmas ebe wini by 2-1 ene game baako etodwa wo England Luton Town ene Burnley ene de ebe pims na fei yɛmfa yɛne ɛnkyɛ ɛwɔ the UEFA Champions League UEFA Champions League ɛnɛ matches a ɛtwa ɛgu Manchester United Red Devils ɛwɔ Theatre of Dreams wɔn ne Galatasaray ɛna de bɛpem so Wilfred Zaha akasa na mɛka no ho asɛm ɛna ɛwɔ saa big game no Copenhagen ɛne Bayern Munich ɛna ɛbɔ Lens ɛne Arsenal PSV Eindhoven ɛne Sevilla ɛbɔ na afei Union Berlin ɛne Braga ɛnso ɛbɛbɔ Napoli ɛne Real Madrid ɛbɔ Salzburg ɛne Real Sociedad ɛbɔ Inter Milan ɛnso ɛne Benfica ɛbɛbɔ wei ɛyɛ games ahodoɔ a ɛtotwa ɛwɔ the UEFA Champions League no ɛmu need 100.9 so ɛna busuafoɔ waso gu so a wotie no na mekansa bi ɛde fa ho sɛ abranteɛ a de din ɛde Wilfred Zaha mɛka no ho asɛm akyerɛ hɔ mobɛkra abranteɛ a 2013 ɛna deal bi ɛbɛm na 5.5 year deal ɛna abranteɛ no owura sɛ Alex Ferguson ɛtumi ɛsign abranteɛ no nanso 167 minutes ɛna abranteɛ no ɛtumi ɛnyaeɛ ɛbɔɔyɛ a ɔde ɛma United for nam so ɛma ɔkɔ loan ɛwɔ Cardiff City eventually ɔretɛne ɛkɔpim Crystal Palace ɛma United for Elton no outright ɛde ma Crystal Palace for mo gyina mo bɔɔyɛ a obiagye tum sampa ne mmɔdenbɔ ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛsɔne na nei wɔn ne Manchester United na de ba bɛpem so ɔba bɛgyina atoto ntena na de ama Galatasaray ɛnam sɛ Manchester United team no wɔbrɛ ɛne akɔnie ɛwɔ mu akwan pa da mu a abrante no bɛtwa fam na ɔkasa no ɛna ɔsɛ hwɛ United deɛ na nka yɛ team a wɔn gyina ma na nko bɛtumi abɔ nanso 10 years on sɛ sɛ wɔanya mfihyia di asa 30 years ɛna wɔbɛyi wɔsɛ I am more matured in the game obɛgyinam wɔsɛ ɛnkane no na ɔyɛ abofra ɛnkane no ɛna na ɔyɛ kuma wosa na Ghana deɛ yɛbɛka sɛ na usa ɛnwɔ sɛ pani kasa wɔde wano tum ɛnɛ wɔn frɛ Zaha sɛ menka kyerɛ mu sɛ age is just a number ɔbaaba bɛgyinam na watumi abobɔ atoto ntena no ama obi agye atum sɛ apa ne mmɔdebɔro ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛwɔ soro ɛnso ɛwɔ ɛhɔ nti hyɛ no so na ɛfa ɛma me yɛmfi wɔn tintom na tie Liverpool ɛne Tottenham Hotspurs etumi ɛde pem so na game no Liverpool di ncho by 2-1 na saa game no kɔ so referee de Darren England anafi Dan Cook ɛnɛ mpɛdifo atwe wɔn asi fam wɔn si 2 matches wɔn ni ne nyinaa ne sɛ kɔnkɔn san na wɔn kɔdi wɔ game no mu wɔn ma Liverpool for 2 players red card Liverpool sa hyɛ goal ne nyinaa wɔn anye VAR hɔ na wɔn te no ne ɔhwɛ VAR no ɛnam sɛ yie ɛnneɛma nkɔ yie na Simon Hooper a na ɔno ɛnɛ yi no ɔno edi saa game na ne wɔn so ɔno nkɔnkɔ hɛ VAR against Everton ne Bournemouth ɛno nso ɛyɛ nsɛm a ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ saa dwumadie kɛseɛ no nanso saa nsɛm a ɛkɔ so no Liverpool fo mpanyinfoɔ atwerɛ ɛde akɔ England wɔn ɛfɛ no sɛ monhwɛm na monfa audio recording ni nyinaa onsi yɛbɛdi matches na referees na ɛte dem na hwɛ VAR no wɔn communicate kyerɛ referees no wɔn si saa audio ni nyinaa no mfa mmra wɔn pɛ sɛ wɔn ankasa tie nkɔmɔ a ɛkɔɔ so sɛ bi a obi ka kyerɛ bi sɛ mɛnyi goal no obi ka kyerɛ sɛ mɛhwɛ a ni nyinaa no Liverpool fa kyerɛ ntɔmo ba bɛgye na nneɛma so atumi akɔnkan nti ɛno nie wɔsi Liverpool demand referee chiefs release the audio of VAR holler etɛnei wɔn ɛɛba bɛgye na wɔn atumi ahwɛ nti Dan Cook Darren England wɔn kɔkɔ asa wɔn kɔkɔ di yɛn Hooper wɔn nneɛma a wɔn kɔ yɛ yɛ a ankɔ yie no ɛnɛ Liverpool fa kyerɛ ɛde akɔ ɛnso ɛwɔ ɛhɔ hyɛ no nso na ɛfama na ɛnu na branteɛ Mudryk a wɔn yɛ Ukraine wɔn ɛne Broja wɔn goals wɔn hyɛ de ma Fulham no Chelsea ma wɔn di nkunim wɔ Fulham so no ɛna Mudryk ɛsɛ adesuo bi afiri mi kɔn mu sika Chelsea for de beto me a amanfo atwa me adapa and then finally makambo atwatenem Chelsea for mun kama kuma entum yam na baby bewu a na eso mebe bo goes no e de agum amobi ajatum neat 100.9 na Crystal Palace abranti and the de eberechi eze wono enso hamstring injury aso mu 6 weeks and okwakotra bontain no to me enya konya emmo na yediani edi chemu ewo Spain a former police commissioner ni din ade Jose Manuel Villarrejo enei woni rack 1 akwa din komo na wɔde nsɛm to allegations wɔde ato dwa no Africa ɔsi Real Madrid president and the Florentino Perez papa no ɔsi Spain ɛmɛm hɔ deɛ papa no ɔboro mmara so ɔsi Real Madrid for president and the Florentino Perez no Spain mmara no nkyɛ no na ɔsi papa no ɔhyɛ ase tua bribe ɛde ma referees ansa na Barca for kora nso bɛ tua bi ɛnso Florentino Perez no ɛnam so ɔno na ɛmɛna ntumi nkyɛ no wɔso nim na wokɔka papa na asɛm wɔ kurodua mu a wɔso wɔyɛ untouchable a kyɛ sɛ wonim na wokɔka papa na asɛm wɔnhwɛ a wohyɛ ofie koraa ɛne ɛde tax aba hɔ yɛbɛtumi abɛbɔ tuo akun ama wɔn si yɛkun free ayɛ ɛnkosi hwee eti papa ne deɛ ɛba bribe power La Liga no mu Florentino Perez wɔtua kyɛn wɔ biara nanso yɛ mɔne kyɛm so wayɛ wɔ hin bi a yɛn kana asɛm na kyɛ sɛ the king is naked kama ɔbɛn sɛ ɔho da hɔ no ne nkwalaa ne nwansana to egu so wei ɛne neɛ atumi ababa bɛtɔ dwa na no pɛyi ɛde wɔn nsɛm na sɛnsɛnsɛm no mu ano ɛna Sandro Rosell mobɛka papa yɛ former president ɛde the Catalan club Barcelona wɔn nso akasa ɛde nsɛm ato dwa wɔsi Messi, Iniesta, Xavi ɛna afei Puyol, Pep Guardiola ne Tito adwuma a mo bɛyɛ record abakwasɛm a mo de to no ɛno na ɛyɛ Madrid for nahi ɛno mpɛ so mo ewurezi sɛ abakwasɛm no na ɔkyerɛ sɛ saa abakwasɛm no ɛmpepa da ɛbɛda hɔ saa former Liverpool manager Rafael Benitez okochi ɛwɔ Spain Valencia wɔde wɔn etumi gye La Liga no watoto bi ɛde ama VAR na Vigo Celta Vigo ɛne Las Palmas game no etumi ɛkɔ so no ne nyinaa nam sɛ Celta Vigo for controversially yɛ deny mu goal ɛna ɔmo bɛ take defeat by 2-1 wɔsɛ hɛ mo a mo hwɛ VAR no mo fi mo ani na mo nya kɔnkɔnsa adwuma na mo nso mo tete hɔ na mo ɛyɛ no na David Beckham ɛna nei wakasa de nsɛm ato dwa wɔsɛ Sir Alex Ferguson deɛ abrabɔ no neɛ papa no bra wabra no ho ne nneɛma a wayɛ ɛde ama no ne deɛ ɛnya deɛ ɔno ɔbɛkasa na documentary bi ɛba bɛba so October 4th yɛ ya Netflix ɛhɔ na dwumadie no ɛbɛkɔ so ɛnɛ yɛ 3rd nti ɛkyena 4th ɛkyena ɛna dwumadie no ɛbɛba so wɔse there is me and the boss na kyerɛ sɛ papa no wɔ hɔ ɛna ɔno nso ɛwɔ hɔ wɔse at the age of 12 to 13 na yɛ faame na papa yi de me ne namu a na nnei maba bɛyɛ superstar na me du baabi a wiase afɛ na nyinaa obi apɛ sɛ ɔne me twamfo ne me san wɔ sika na me san di dɛ na me san wɔ din ne nyinaa no aseda ɛnkɔma sɛ Alex Ferguson na kyerɛ sɛ nipa ɔwɔ hɔ a nyankayɛ sɛ Afrique Joe na kyerɛ sɛ wo so ɛnkayɛ ne bia ɛne yɛde bɛka wo sa Joe Afrique deɛ ɔyɛ nipa nanso nipa ɛdɛ ne nam ne ɛnwiɛ afei yɛmfi yɛni nkyɛm wɔ Zlatan na me nsɔre so na kwaku nso ɛmmra na Zlatan Ibrahimovic Ibrakadabra ɛna ɛkasa tie wɔne Piers Morgan ɔn sɛ nsɛmkyerɛfoɔ ba Ghana ha no mu a players no a ayɛ ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo ne dodoɔ na ɛkasa no ɔmo ba ɔmo sɛ daakye wo na wo ne abrɛ ho a Thomas Tepate mu wɔn ne yankasa ɔmo ne obi yankasa nnɛnɛ tie Piers Morgan ɔse ɔne obiara ɛnkɔyɛ interview ɔkɔ deɛ a na Zlatan Ibrahimovic ɔne Piers Morgan kɔ na ɛkɔ kasa ɛna ɔne na kɔ kasa ɔne ne kɔ kasa na ɔse me Pep Guardiola waba na me bɔ me Barcelona na ɔba ya o bɛ kasa no yɛ tia ɔse ma me mfa me Ferrari ne ma Ferrari kaa do Ferrari no wɔse hɛ me de bɛba Ferrari zi deɛ me de ba no ma ba betwi wɔse obi ɛba obi amfa kama ɔse me mate me sika kɔtɔ kaa papa sei o bɛ ka kyerɛ me sɛ ma me mfa ma metwi ama wo ni bia o wa bɛkɔ akɔpɛ bi atɔ na ɔse hɔ na ɛhyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɔse tie o ɔse my fucking Ferrari ɛno na me de ba akyɛ Zlatan okay mami ya no fio eti okika na dwen de kyerɛ Pep ɛna ɔkyerɛ sɛ car ne de ɔde aba obetwi no sɛ Pep ɛka kyerɛ sɛ wo ne wayɛ ɛne me no kam no ha yɛ nkɔ hɔ ɛna ni nam so ha ne nam so a ɛde wura ma nanum ɛna ɔse Man U no abɛbɔ bi ɛna wasan bɔ Ajax unu so ɔne Zapata the late Zapata Mundi Tiger committee 9 unso no so bɔ Ajax ɛne Antonio Aboda mu nyano mu ne Zlatan boss ayi ano ɛna wɔn wafi wɔ se wabɔ Ajax no wabɔ Manchester United na coach no makɔfa na ba Man United a me betena ha kan sɛ papa na adwuma no ntumi ya Man U supporters ni bi antia sɛ Zlatan sɛ Ajax ni yɛ team ɛtete nkwala coach bi obɛkɔ bia no ɔmo no ɛyɛ talent ɔmo develop wɔ mo na ɔmo atonton wɔ mo Man U team no a group of stars galaxy and not just Africa ya star wa ha kwaku sapon star wa ha na just bena nyankuma gonso ya star wa ne aduma ba be hia nti ego so no ede doso eti coach kitikiti we ya wotete man pole for the old to me coach Man U it is that an ekasa wenyam na mekasa it was say anope e need 109 young country Manchester United supporters say arete ha ga adwuma no ontumi enye see discipline no what team no any ade no ayas no ne niam no a different it way and is Zlatan Ibrahimovic Brakadabra ono ne onka no eno no obeka na report if Real Madrid e ban say Luka Modric obefi team no na yase oni Carlo Ancelotti enya problem ni problem oni papa ni nyina enya ne say ne performance or down e di last season na nam so man 1 year extension no om say akwa ne ball 3 matches on aface any impossible e crochet etutu no ontumi mobo ni ye na papa say ni me bench usa nti ama confusion ahase eba enso ewo ekonomo nti hye no so na efa emame Eden Hazard na me de ni die ni wie after a few Real Madrid by per mutual consent momutumi terminate ye no 130 million pounds out the ekoko pm eho e make just 76 appearances at the man Las Broncos and Real Madrid no not just adwoshe and they nyankopon aduma charity game be ba baso ewo France abroach memo na enum na omo chese October 18th na ebekoso ewo Variety Club de France eho na game omo no mbebo sa game no ewo Stade Epopi eho na game no bekoso na nei omo chese 1971 na sa stadium yi a host over 40 charity games per every year piano etumi ekoso na Hazard chese what the France for former 1998 World Cup winning team no what the squad ni bi eko Didier Deschamps no coach Le BREW Laurent Blanc ono so boy Robert Paris ana Paris ono so ekom na Christian Karumbu womu nyina eko bi 12,000 capacity aches wo mbekwa akohwe na ni former teammate ono mo boy e wo Lille Metropole mo G League no Matthew Debuchy ono be ball Arsenal Johan Cabaye omunyina ebejemu abosa big game no ebi and so ewo ehonti chano so na efama beka over 110 goals and oshade ma Chelsea 92 assists over 352 games now so we need Premier League bi no the ma Chelsea player of the year award ma Chelsea we need 2 La Liga titles and so Champions League with Real Madrid now so nei abrante no episode ni dwumadi eba awieye aha na mede amanone nsem ni nada edi AC na me boss Afriki Joe Mr. ERNEST BREW Smith ono etumi asom se twi na afi kwaku so abem
dache hene kwam na mo ben na ye tene kan ye dan ni dia kwaku sapon ko de na afi afisem no so no ya san ko che ye bape na afi de main discussion no na ye de ba abeto as kwaku na bibia boko de
enyame adom Afriki
o se se de watu nkruma wa ya de watu nkruma pa
is there wajimadi
I say penalties in the show so nyehwe
makohwe YouTube kra penalty na keeper referee me pie no man pie o de obeti makohwe me link kra be send o yes e Kofi go na on person ma Jimmy din keke
bi okohu am se Kofi go onche ho
se ye babo penalties no ka kire me say stars no actors no e wo fans mo nto mo hwini apaka ni so be de
wow
as o ka kire me say yes we be say me say
waka no ho ono sorry dey crew to meje ente say
thank you
ai Charlie in rolling.
Okay. Need 100.9 FM Sune. Need power sports. Yet in Konya so den semono the Basabre Fisem and Ayatana say na yet something no the ban semono doso na mami frasem from free Arsenal for so ya betodwa sa Brante Thomas Tay party in GF Ghana no a Brante Ebrai a couple of weeks near intimin sia kan farmer Arsenal the Gunners Nyamia Dom Thomas Tay party has started year full scale training na when the first team near train now go say copy Arsenal so ya enije abaye pass Ghanaian Thomas Tay party wasanso a recover a training ede ama Arsenal bobokuno yamfa ye nche the Ghana Football Association for election nyame ya doma ya wade eba so tamale na FIFA rep ono ba na supervision bibia koso de ama election no aye Amadjo Penick ono akasa no no se ono de oba no ohwe anim se say bibia be kon kan onim George da na oni George edin komo na onye ni say George akwasi afiri ye be ye bibia ebetimi jeopardize Ghana ye football George obi a odo Ghana ye pa onye ni say George na adwene so be court na mpo e de manso nsem abeto Ghana football so enkofo bi na keka no band officially ohun document bi a chese George akwasi afiri ye no e bo na adwene pia na wasi ni pise or court na on the George akasa George obi a oti football ase to onye ni so peni no ebe se Ghana football be court yenti ensem a amaju panic wono ede etudwa.
You see, like I told you, I've known George for a long time. You know, he's a football personality, you know, and I have very high regard for him. I can tell you that. I've spoken to him. There are things that I cannot deport at the moment, but he didn't come to say that it is a do or die. He didn't come to say that it's either me or nobody. He will ventilate his anger, which he did, and I listened, and I was able to tell him some things from a brother to brother, and I know George, he listens. Even though he feels agitated, he feels pained, he might be livid, but a football lover will not want football to die within his environment. So I can be talking in ambiguity, calculated, but you're able to draw an inference from what I've said. But I can tell you, George loves Ghana. He will not do anything to jeopardize. Maybe people might be telling him X, Y, Z, but ultimately, he loves Ghana and he also knows the repercussion of going to Lagos. A football personality, if somebody's taking your land, you can take it to court. Somebody's stealing or raping your daughter or doing anything, yes. But to take football issue to court is an aberration according to our statutes.
Where and summer amaju panic wano ebe jinemu ahwe ma election bibia kon kede ama FIFA ne CAF no wode to dwanu achi no se wano amaju panic no oka oye no hu se oye Ghana ni enti ono ba nya de a otan ke to kreku ana otan Georgia kwesi afrie ne de ne se obejinemu e de ama FIFA president Gianni Infantino and afi CAF president e friend say utumi say CAF president no Mosepe Patrice Mosepe obejina de mamo na mo wan make sure say asumdue ebetimi aye adwuma.
It's not about hating court, it's not about hating George, it's about loving Ghana and what Ghana stands for in football. Ghana is is one of the very integral countries in terms of football development in the continent. I'm not going to go back into history about what Ghana has achieved and what Ghana will achieve. I was just talking to when I was seeing George off just now, I told him that what Morocco did today, Ghana would have done it just penalty. You know, in 2010, I was shattered. I felt very, very bad, but God knows best. That's why I keep saying, you know. So I just believe that I came in principally on behalf of the FIFA president, Gianni Infantino, and also the CAF president, Patrice Mosepe. Been going on in Ghana, and you should also know that I represent 22 African countries as a council member. I represent all the Anglophone countries. It's my responsibility or oversight, as you may call it, for me to make sure that there is peace, there is strict adherence to our statutes, because FIFA does not, the only Bible FIFA understands is the statute, and that I can tell you for free. The only thing CAF understands is the statute. That's the Bible of FIFA.
When and some opening amaju panic wonom edia trudwa na no pe wo need 100.9 FM so yede hon semno ede ato wenimunom yemfa yene enche Accra 2023 African Games anyame yadoma next year 2024 March ebaso Ghana ha na local organizing committee chairperson Dr. Kweku Ofusu Asare na enrei woni mpanifo efi various African countries chef de missions no ekwa pro ne central for kwa pro eto facilities ahodoa yedi ebe hostu nyame yadoma African Games no na no na Dr. Kweku Ofusu Asare se obia contractors omobo adwuma na omobo adwuma ye model of construction pa and omatimi and betimi aboa ama Ghana ahostu the best ever competition yenti ensema chairperson de ma LOC local organizing committee Dr. Kweku Ofusu Asare ede etofom.
If you go to Legon, and so for the facilities have been constructed in such a way that it's based on a modern way of construction, where when the rains come in, they drain off. in an event where it becomes so heavy, because in some cases when there is thunder and all those things, you cannot play any game, you have to reschedule. So in the case of any force majeure, we will have to just play by the rules.
Dr. Kwakwafo so asaresa so to aso say nyame ya dem na say Ghana host African Games ni we a o hwe game village e wo Botema no ene o mampene His Excellency Nana Ado Dankwa Kufuado ne so ade hunu say obetene into University of Sports Development say be yanko bas facility ya wie ne mo we so say White Elephant maintenance bianko so ye nyusu mfanya hwe say debida ne no acho mu wie a be open to public a obi abetimi akodi djuma etimi aboa ma ya ginimde awo sports and also say and a Dr. Kweku Ofosu Asare esify.
It's going to be, the place will be turned into a University of Sport for Development. That is a legacy so dear to the heart of our president, His Excellency Nana Ado Dankwa Kufuado, and it is to address the problem of facilities turning into white elephants. So we will make very good use of the place, and there will also be phase 2 of the construction, where a stadium will be constructed and other facilities will be provided at this place. And this is to become one of the biggest sports complexes, or a very big sports complex, if I may put it that way. It may be the first of its kind in Ghana, and so it will be open up to the general public.
Dr. Kweku Ofosu Asare, one year chairperson, the local organizing committee, the African Games 2023 no. Nensem ena yede ato animo na opinions your coordinator, Edema African Union Technical Committee, Dr. Tertius Chipande, one also say so far so good. I'm impressed by normal maba or construction the way normal course no or many a jeep or motion him say be a conkai na games no etime out of form.
On behalf of Her Excellency Minata Samate Sesuma, who is Commissioner for Health, Humanitarian Affairs and Social Development, who is also Chairperson for the Technical Committee for the African Games, I think we are very happy with the progress that has been made so far. The African Union is very, very grateful with the great investment that the government of the Republic of Ghana has put into the construction of the facilities. Last time when we were here, we were assured by the LOC that by December, all the facilities will be completed and ready for the games. And for sure, this time we just visited Legon. It's nearly complete, and here we are now. When I see the overall percentage there, I think it is about 87%. So this is very impressive. And the confederations, who are the custodians of sports, in terms of who are the custodians of appreciating the technical aspects of the organization of the games, rather, they were very impressed, and they are very supportive, and they were very happy.
Where and summer Dr. Tertius Chipande, one coordinated in my AUTC, African Union Technical Committee for African Games, no one, and some, and I would say, no, watching up and say, and no more when we botema, you might coso, Legon Stadium, we are the out with our GDS match the games no toja or you convinced by the games no ebetimi abas nemum or Ghana government abaso say what is aye investment aye facility say ya ebe host to African Games.
So this means that, the games are coming and everyone is happy in terms of the preparation so far. A lot of things, of course, a lot of work still has to be done, but we are overall very happy and very grateful for the great investment and the support from the Ghanaian people and the government of the Republic of Ghana. And as the chairperson of the LOC pointed out, of course, we are calling upon more support to the corporate world to support the biggest competition on the continent, which is the African Games. And above all, we're also grateful to the representatives of governments, the chef de mission and delegation leaders who are here, also to support us and to ensure that they see the great efforts that the government of the Republic of Ghana is putting into, the great works that the LOC and all of you, the Ghanaian people, are putting towards the hosting of the 2023 African Games that will be held in 2024 in March.
Where Sama Dr. Tertius Chipandi were there to dress games in the March 2024. The Kianeke, Basso, Ghana, higher the Hon Seminole, the air to him and Anope, Moses Amapaka, a president at the Club Mediama, or my team qualified CAF Champions League group stage, Timno, Abo Eremo, what to say neighbors, so many Aline, Raja, Moni Sandans, Buenipa, and any Moses Amapaka Busan say, Almighty Horoya, and I'm Koyo Mufimun after 7 year qualification. Na sign a feeling no esi etie edema media maboboku no
after game you dia sakakra no at least ya people nyama bebrego and that's na ya di mayame because call me catch us you be call all out yen go man in mass because who could to na monse na o man penyina de no I invite mu moji cap no Maba Neho Frasta Wakan Sempa, Member of Parliament, Honorable Abababe, Speaker, and so to Fua, who say, as a Mufasa Futu, let me fight to quit. Until no one to now.
Oh, my idea, media, my idea, money dream service, you want to Ghana name you pa. Now, most Paka Musa way, and then just team media ma, one young Kufakan, Sabia Moko State, Aqua Cobo, that Bena team no ko na game no ebaso there.
Yeah, I mean, I do understand the team Bako embassy on the Jacob GF Sana. Now, I 14th October, the DC United, the Bono, Audi Ford, Washington DC, and we're a friendly match. Yeah. Organize on the 14th program and the team no has to buy and then I'm by 10 o'clock team maybe hopefully by this week by weekend team the ball to team and so you go mercy me say oh man Ghana and you present TV
Moses Amapaka, President Team Mediama, and on the same way to Jan Samno Dos, so Brennan Team, I'm in Francie, na Afriki Joe, near Bigafono, and so Midin, once again, at the Kweku Sapon, Sarkodie, Spanky, Afriki.
Kweku Sapon Sarkodie, and yet, Tenikodia, Fisemede, a brain, but Kweku, well, just a quick one answer about your main discussion. I'm saying, Botiman, when you're privileged to be a quack, would see a chimpandi, then some more Canada, who say Ghana had there, and I be Memudia, or by now started so can see pet. I'm say baby and 7 namno. Edoma me nu. And Ben on the tasa can campa. Ya me kwati ase. I say na so mana what the won. Sa no peso che. Nti bi mamu de oba. Yo kwan bebre betu amu ani agent wo kasa so a. Wo mo se na bia. Odu wani boss. We are just specific on Boteman.
Afriki, the last time we called Boteman any Enra. Make us say improvement abba juma no mu yenim but juma de bebre no ho so mo ye ka ho but contractors no mo ye juma no sure say by end of December on be we handy over.
It's like all things be equal.
Yes. And the way even workers go no on numbers no was so equipment on mo de ye juma no to me say on mo ye day and night. Inti me the last time me call on the that say foundation nyale too. I say a concrete near Google, but we know to me say aquatic center na be swimming pool no structure ya wie almost ya wie baby about tennis na no ma wie man mo ye internal roads no I say I don't mo ye and the me who na run there I'm convinced that by December no all things being equal like you said no betimi awie adiama ye and elos no me tiase say so mo wie hand over the more by December almost just 2-3 months pay. No games near match. Almost 2 months pay. To organize competitions. They testing competitions. Our facilities no. Na be or say timi a year a beer additions and I say timi a year correction and I say timi ye share on ye timi a year. But when say African games in shame or saying ka 6 months. The test of facilities and some games number. But we be just 2 months. One me fears no.
Yes, especially say be outside. Able to structure say be a
good.
Oh, one no. No say idea or since you bone kakra na wo kakra na fi mu nyina bedding.
Good.
It say be obi staircase no be frost me yi na. E ho ne man no ye yi kakra.
Yeah. And the any contractor and so constructing road there's a duakre road na anyone din come on so I sure say December and we go kwan so by December better in free home. Omo nyina sure by December. And the African let's hope say your market share no san ye sabeka no but say e go beyond December Afriki ebe ha adwen but the mimi ko hu na nra de me impressed because the last time I call ho no na hwi nko so ho but nra de me nye obi se me the miko hu ne de I think say adwuma no ekọ na ni ma be 87 or 89% no omatima complete aka finishing touches be a also mo de ka ho ni timi ewie host to competition can match.
All right. Bagusa ponsa akode na ye tiri nka leche se eni o ma ekoso no watumi e de amaye hopi se 2023 Accra 2023 no eni o ma ebetumi afa e de amaye Bernard Yankumago e wo ha ana afi pabna mo abenda chicken e wo ha bagusa pon ani ye nyina ene de agudi hu sam de bre etief we neat power sports 100.9 prima bankro ana afi na yaw safo ene nso de ko social media say nana yaw safo say nana yaw ya kan say oh okay Doctor say kwam despite ni nua ba and the birthday friend Auntie Mary the shop number CMB and the shop no ewo CMB number shop number 3 and CMB shop number 3 CMB they say free unisi sana fe nephew so and no more day mau and anopay Auntie Mary and your birthday Doctor say kwam despite no ne sister and no nti
na ya osi anu no ana
I this one nana ya this one Bena Nyakumago
African
Joe bia boko de
African nyamia
wase ho ye
African nanka mo ka African game no
okay I memwaka but em fe chi more the pharmacy in Philip of St. Philip Enterprise so you atade share that chi kwam na mo bia mo no social media St. Philip and the man that time no call your friend is no come Madagascar ena or de eko anti-saint I'm now being on now as a create that was p Uncle Richie sikani premier you so de ne achi kumase okobo na ni akohoma e wo ho ena fe Mr. Ando contractor 1 ono so boy adwuma papa fluman kesim no wakwa ofria no wakwa ha jese adwuma wo bo no enya adwuma keto na pap tea the greatest of all time and pay ono so chana fe the great kufato say God first yankopon ena edikan brawli crocodile market phobia bofo kwa twa mo kaba comment me ati brawli we ka fra see twa am Ghana ba enso e wo moves Daniela no ACU Edma the Bet Court Campaign Limited na Adams Alhassan aka Watara anopay omunyina ye chi on papa dachi na also a friend saying
yes
Accra 2023 no
sure
I won't send back mienu but odi na ni ko hu ye no and wa kamine now do ne hu de bondo ko ono ko honra ono ko honra
yeti hey bob mienu ba ha so obi wura ha obeka se ba ko na so enti hawa ebia wo be hu ade no enye sa na me hu ade and mean this with kwaku die na wakwaku mimi fears okay mimi fears as layman am here building and construction ewo SS kakra mi Africa kakra me here no I say on say nsuo toto and who raise valid point be ho na me pese me hwe nsuo toto no won say ye to fande ye mix mortar ni ade ehye concrete de niema gugum de iron rocks ehye nanu ya na ye hwa ha edan bi a menim se wo hu video e ko viral na edan bi jigu yim
se move society
ho baby
ofanko
exactly Afriki me hwe o hyew so ene obi onim community 18 junction aye Botema junction ho no ha wo mo ye kwan no runabout no ne e fom ho nsu atai ho even anopay obi a onam temade ba bia nsu na eta 18 a omu giremu contractors ni ye adwuma sensuo no e de buo bia ba begu that is where me fears no because baby omu ye project nankasa na ye waterlock
na say edi dachi
enye ni dachi
no but said they will see kana say omu ye ni gidigidi ya
yes
ye betu bia we games no
nsu akra na bia nyame mfasa ma e bia na enya unse kwaku ka asem I'm building from 19 because I'm layman kakra bia de bia mesua o school na me de ka kwaku report o de aba no say ebri bi okoho na onye baby o adu no ene ade o hyew so na o sanka asem bi say e wo sanka ye 6 months ye wie no ye de bosumi makuma nsia de to ho enante wo facility nso yusu ye niema bi wo ho e ma ye well certified and san ya gia tum sampa we are ready to go here in a case because of say nneɛma bi antoto yie no yɛntumi nya saa abosome nsia no entumi mfa test facilities na omo ba no. That is why me fears no because every stadium bia no ebefa nipa especially say Ghana ekɔ no akɔ no ebia we so no be free gate ni ade nipa beka say ye akɔhwɛ enti saa facilities no entumi enya hoɔden na nipa kɔ bohim na agigima atoanchem na de aba no ɛhɔ de me fears enti say contractors ni betumi assure yɛn say yes ewo mu say ebre die tia yɛn ye na ho hare so de but niema ye de ye no ebia ye de say ni bi aka ho a ye betumi ahye mo bɔ say ye meti bibi saa enkoba say bia ye dwumadie na no na ebia ba bia kobu eye nguase because certain I mean games be it will be live on TV ni ade and ekoba one ebia dipa bepra two the name Ghana no international media be cover no and also the assembly that is me only fears because of where baby ya ade no ehɔ no ye waterlog efiti baby o ma ya ade ne de kɔ kanewu eje kwadwo e de fetch ho ni nyina ho ye nsuom even dam bi kra wo ho mampani be opinion bibia no recently ɛwɔ hɔ obi onim baby a make say obi ote from Boteman etika na we je kwadwo 8 environs enim say where they are doing the thing here waterlog and that is my only fear but ye nyina ye bomb pie say ni omo ye no ebetumi agina na ye because at the end of the day ye wie sa adwuma we ya infrastructures na aka ni nyina no aye it will be beneficial to the state or mine yen ha ye ho say ne ye betumi kura sanje another tournament be exactly
right
exactly ni yie mu na ye hwe say ebetumi agina so say de na kwakuma report to say show no bet na also nke enya 6 months na nke etumi edi a use facility. That is my only way.
All right,
the person me chip it in.
That thing come na mo be na o tin can still needs power sports a neat 100.9 every Tuesday bia between 10:30 ekopim 12 noon and after 12 p.m. no and na ye dey ebrem me din the ERNEST BREW Smith make us say Bernard Yankumago last Saturday okusun yenti still I say hu na nima beka say bia polo ayen Bernard we dey na bia boko dey e na akokama ma moka
yeah bibia kama
we sure
oh
okay
all African games
time mo ka tikasem na ana na wutumi bonsa
bibia me bonsa
okay ekabia ni ho nka meboam se bia ekabia ho ananka mo de kakra bread dache
ekabia ma
isa so fi Madagascar ba na nye bad and sign na just en comfa kakra to achi
epukrensi otogu
no aka saka want
that's amonso nti se mo de beba
say yire mfe ho
na say efa me ho
da bi wa
eka unua
da bi mu wa
na kan
da bi mu wa
African games here em say me know there ye dadwene pa ye di etireche nsenka bibia to ekototen a o say ka this year ananka ye all African games no but isane ntokwa ne mentemi ho ase e ba na o ka ne kofo bebre ntem na man abedu say na Afriki.
But even apart from that, Bernard, let's try to be honest to ourselves. Even apart from that crowd, yeah, I've been saying 2023 and Kemfa.
African Kemfa.
Yes, and now we be boom
because I say no, say I say you swear no as excuse. 724 no muntemo no na say just bad. And the question man na woman say, "Ya my best 2-3 years. Say na preparation na hu we."
Oh, ye refie.
Bote my obekọ na edu ba bi na.
O say ya we ne bed ne refie o.
Yeah, you refie.
Ne bien say 2023 ma.
Mother. Wahu. Ni nim say mother hu ya na obetiam say aka 2 years kwa wo. Aka 2 years kwa hu ya na beto yen. Na abekọ bote my no na sabi nantwe ne gu ho a omowe ade no. Na Africa hu nim say we no unlike football 16 nations pe na ebebo na utimi divide na de watan han we are talking about over 53 nations and sporting disciplines no over close to 30
into the upper crime fan say 10 crab be free o dey fan sa say beka 50 beka say 47 right
47 sporting disciplines in Africa ya by arm wrestling, athletics, badminton, basketball,
43 rather
beach volley,
43
volleyball, CS, cricket, cycling, diving, fencing, field hockey, football, handball, judo. They say, and your disciplines get well. In Africa, such things, you need adequate preparation to face such competition. Unlike football, send the 16 nation into a host who can do it in
Family.
4 teams echo.
Kumasi.
Yade 4 track raha, yade 4 core, yade 4 in the chain and
simple.
And you're born a simple way. We are talking about over 53 nations. Eba. Africa, how to host them crown and not from. Into kwakusi wako botema ho, menko ho, but me reporter all can say things are far advanced, unlike first na now kwa no. But the issue is the better host to because we have compared and confer host to be there. Who host to the answer? I don't want to two or my host to be there. No, I think it's okay. Congo Brazzaville. I think 2016.
Yeah.
Omo host to yeah. Superb.
Yes. Abuja
203. Then kwa kwa Kobe. Na Black Meteors. Chips amoko ya amoko bot John Bob.
Ana de kwesi apia akoji ye. Maputo. Yeah.
Well, into who host no? Yes, who host no keke? Who host we are the to. Omo host to be previously no ya company I said call and the question is we are you betimi amiti standard ya kophobia set ato hode dana na say ye host na ye host no keke mempa ya me bo say because Dr. Kwakufu so asare obi a e ba no football Africa those days ni nim no e ba no sports a wadi atiratia me mpa say enim under his watch no enim gwase bia beba and the name call ne de no kwase na e wo mu ni say Ghana na say na ready to prepare and ye ko bede ye de ma ye na ye be so mu sa but omampani mu katesi ntakwanta kwa e ba ye no ene ye nya opportunity na mrako page 2024 aka March ohe ahana it's expected to be started in March intino from now to March we are in October, November, December, January, February, March, about 6 months away. 6 months if so was a car it can do a lot when it comes to construction.
Sir,
so baby,
the months ahead they make out here. Into also you be a bare 4 months credit free
because I say we near testing.
That is it.
Near man.
Today just we bear be 2 months.
2 months.
The better tested is no money.
And I find I do. So at this stage, the completion is about 1995 for the year. You can be rest assured say any 2 months I can. But ube come bia and the number say 70-75 for Africa. Eba ya dine. Ube we kura unwie ni papa. What I say? And I didn't hear no so say na that can advantage. Ema ya we are. Ebe ben fasobe basa mo man you see tamale you see esipon you see the kan ho nyina you wie no abe your manager pade nti it's very unfortunate say as ya twentwan ya di agra man abetu say but a better late than never yan na ehosu nti ebe fa na saa yan hwe nim say ebetimi ahosu na bibia be ko
you I hope so say bia no ma betumi afa but wo hwe say the esipon si ko yes say esipon minim say I said the do city ebia ye no kwa nya bia nya daje ye di si ho ne ye no ko ho a em say aginsem enti wan hwa na say e na we so kwa ye which ebe ha adwen so na da che kan one ba bia nsuo wo de ehia ina time pa wo bia me kwati ase ehia time pa wo betumi de esa de enti wo behu no ebia betumi awie games no then so afterwards no enioma esi ani so se betumi de aye no maybe akofa problem na dia ba na to be nyusu
maintenance culture Ghana your number 1 yade is a major canker in the country would there even commercial sports stadium kotokoni kin face am using regularly no am use no go and correct the hotel Accra sports stadium has Olympics mu use but correct the hotel we hu say nema rust nema bia say ura washroom basa ante no de yade
ba yen susu nipa no se du ba bi edua bododo obi wo asebi ebia na water closet kwe wo fie no omfa ne na nyina so dey make matter ase eso obi o stadium even workplaces be BREW ho a dey make matter ase obo hu no akotena sa na bechi ne yabu ne sa che say we to be kwa wodwene kwa won te ase say water closet to ba sabi watena so otena so wie why obi bia kama okwabra ne betumi ahye da bu no
ene wo ho ana aside that no so you see enya enkrofobia like eso question the stewards mo hwe say wo fa how we say wo misbehave why say no Africa wo call washrooms na there should be people there cleaners at least 1 2 no be able to have say ho ya eno nyina ye nye
say bia nso so e bia muntu omuka And I said, you will use
National Sports Authority. National Sports
It is out to the car, said you man to me. Especially say be a security for Echo Stadium. No under resource. Can you pay go up? The man of plan and mobile. Now about Jina Unkutari. Now Sabi Bibi to a BSC or no, they know to me. Yabe kwante say. That's where be a penny pa back to me a pie. O pie ye no. Omo mukute tu omu di n'akyi. Ene car say di n'akyi no. Ono a yemfa say wa ben wo mu na obetumi handle no hu yi no ono mom na ye guide no but the Oko Stadium no de
yemfa ne ho
dabi osayo ba
inti a problem
very serious
a problem inti ye ne nyina na ya me ani akwaso say wi a ebetumi me
Bernard elective congress ne ba so amuju picking panic waba on na FIFA yi ni se wo bro Nigeria ni on to free here na say ne yakoshe yo mo I qualify the call you know work up no man ko bi o ma so ye hyepa ha itu ono no waba. And I say, and your marketing kitty be a cost of the sound of man. This is our expectation. Elective Congress now Airbus and 2 media any dreams. And so to me, I'm making it to the group stage confederations as well as a CAF Champions League, you know. But no be success Saka. That's the time. ABA George will be to take advantage. Say BOB, yeah. Because about on your 2 year pay when I take so. And yeah, there's a sign be to me about panic and so say preach peace. The George in Yuntum, maybe I do not dear. Yes, I Ghana football between my connecting here. Any other matters. You see, idea.
Africa, Amuju Pinnick is a Oyobia, what's our system? Yantachi no one Yantachiana, she boom. He has been there for long. Until maybe Oyobia, even though in Nigeria, I'm so on own issues. And no, I said, no, campaign for. Down can a Tinubu. Devil can a Tinubu. I have
about to cry, yeah, or see, I've got you to Echo Kotopa.
Indeed, Africa, baby, I could do no. I am say, Nanka, you name him say, the main, contest, for the GFA president, and obey Kate out, so, and George, a 3 year call 4 years ago, I will lose you, but, per the GFA election committee, at the Bayern, I will Bernard Ashley and Sasha Sieno. Now, say, Georgia free and to meet requirement to be, and for that matter, we are disqualified. Georgia free and from ranch and some appeal.
Okay,
which is very good. This is our internal mechanism, internal measures. Into as I was just in Iran, and before be a warfare. Into this event committee, Bugun, so a woman the right to appeal, and power appeal, no, and it was a cool to appeal, no. Now the option I want to say, Obeko CAS, and I say, Biobakusiki court injunction from any. Kotwa obetimi de tabwa ato ade enso en Africa wo hwe bebia Ghana football nso ababedru na ka asumdwem na ne wa until say ana asensem ba ya edane Ghana football ni butu ya owura Kete mo subsequent nomination ba ya Kete nso ye lete na o ma beso mu a ekoso ba bia adru no Africa ba bia adru no Sir George Kaso beko Kasia we are all witness to eto we Fred was a palmer e bra nomination e disqualify and say or told Joseph Pencil $3 million. Near so on 10% of that $3 million and emerald GFA, according to Mrano. No, so Abia, Mintimi, who said, Passamin Cuminia, said Dientino, who said no, the Canam de Bano, Esson, into Memphema, and you just did disqualify Palmer. That time, Nanko, what chance the party could beat me winning GFA presidential elections, Palmer saw Beco cast. Yes, okay. All right, and so Beco. Palmer call cast now, ruling the Bayano. Near the Kate Crazy Sua, what Cabby said 5 months, 6 months on the Oko. Yes, what about Juma? Indeed, on the 5th, and I say on the 2nd, and I 10. I can't do
Thursday, which is Wednesday, Thursday, and it's Thursday, no crowd day, Uber here from Wakasaka day. I can't day because Thursday in the air, no. I can't day. And Azumi say, Sir George Beko Casa, and mind you, to go to Casa, no, the can't involve, and yes, I can do. I can't go to Palma, so can I say Ulusua? I carry a bow, say for wasting the adjudicating body no time on your bow. But so what cases so they are, and we'll bring your power. So what case you go and test the law. Yeah. But in this case, I will call appeal. Why what's no? I think it's one year already. When you internal one, no. Internal one. External no na ye we. Tell me what you hold between your kwakunya. By the time at a such good place, no. Okay, at good place, they catch on say. And you will be able to register my team. Say your friends say PF a professional football association. Of course, it's a see and exonerate your friends saying players now mobile. Ashanti go down and watch them. It took
about 1 year and sign a cast ruling neighbor on the players. So as and the same way Georgia Free cast now, it will take him more than 6 months.
No, but training. I said to be overturning your man. Players in the no. Sasa Sanyoma.
Sanyoma.
And you know the only training ya. And can the ba. No, Makasa Samoa George can a woman. If overturning BBA.
Sure, because it's the highest the last resort.
Yes.
When it comes to football related matters. I want the chat to her. Ubetumi akọ nti George right say obetumi akọ cast and I say so obetumi anya injunction we be there, but which I think is not necessarily at the moment,
but
because
to you.
That's to me. Because I think because they say George, we a potential candidate. Kurt Eko next term, which is 4 years. So could we are pair the after the normalization, unlike any time one. Na ubetumi akwa can say wow kasa mabre na me nkobi mu no you see after the normalization no addition dey by ko nya and say just will become more than 2 terms
just like and so betumi asesa
because
we are amending into no day.
Oh Africa, we are in Africa. I perfectly agree with you.
Of course, yes.
Look Alasani Ouattara.
Okigami
Alasani Ouattara yes Laurent Gbagbo ye nya Alasani Ouattara betra so a the time so kwara ekoba se the vice so kono say wayale o so ni ho so ntimi nkontino o se da bi o se sister constitution na o say this is Africa for you. The outcome no me gitum say when you have power you can make amendment and no so
the next 4 years not to gba for the unity.
I don't know when you internal issues and the say okay say asemra na e be kono 3 terms and say 4 terms FIFA ntimi nsi ukwa.
Oh yes.
So what I say I don't know nya FIFA sem I don't know is about the oh yeah be boa local football no. Inti you see yan e ka say be call 2 terms which is 8 years.
Yes.
4 after the trans na hu say enso
to mo congress na congress
too much na say o man paniko for kwa wie ni term no ka say ka obenya ka increase nko 5 years of 1 term because e beto the so be do ba bi no na 1 term bia instead of 4 no ka say ka nya 5 so ko no benya say the be ya na maybe wadi si woni so wuntimi nwie na nka wodi awie nti bibia ye possible but at this stage there me ka ket me by election ni bia ka be me de ka be ma Georgia Free ka be market a strong contest but I am ready dey ya de no and them ready say want to meet requirement no sana GF election committee ni kan am akwa appeal well lose nti no for peace sake and for the progress of Ghana football no say what tia say wogi tuma who knows e bia na the next phase wa kunya sympathy vote e be ka say no akwa we or your my papa or my papa because akoba say say what tia say no gi tuma boko but e bia so na and so ala so tente tan wa nei akoba say ye dia fa no kono so wate ne ho no nti e bi nso awode obeye na ye ne ho anso a eno so ye so tia say ala nim say after nanado de ono na e ba straight
so okay kan imfiri bomu a de be ka tia say ti George so ke kan bomu a de me ka tia say and I'm not the unfortunate thing is that who be wie no e bi kra na wo camp kra no ono so na ne gi ho because who buy wo de na twam no nim say ka wo ba mo ono so abeba bi what you say
and unim secret ba kun say wo opponent na oteso no incumbent na oteso no by the time ono no be ka say ofi no so prepare obi ode na be ode be say na nan that is Africa nti na wo na unim enim say wo ye the next candidate no afi be ask na odin yara nti ye do no de Thursday ya Georgia Free right to go to court to secure court injunction to go to cast ni nyina ye right I will be ntimi deny no but left with me alone na kameka say o metu nkotre de atwere enya hwe
ana o beji atonom ni sika ma no
da bi sika de non refund ye mfa mouse a akose 50,000 Ghana cedis which is 500 million but kamen kwa for the sake of Ghana football for peace sake and for progress sake ka George Ntiase now the emo yenwie no kwa ni homework ye next 4 years then he comes ebia na me na do no
tin na ka say bia next 4 years so also am say Mickey Charles na eba no
and no say possible
and now ni obo say your friend is say Abdusalam
and no say possible
around the abeba
Africa we have a case here after Alan Chamate conceded defeat for Nanado ka say after my term no the next president will be the next candidate will be Alan Cash
but sure society me mantimum
at Africa
on one account but the so be can like there will be cancer some na one thing is that when it comes to even political party and then people back on the deal so party no take a decision say this is what we want to do okay say the yasheshe into we be back now ba be party no mra They be can't say. Na say be a me na me de manoka. Dabi.
So okay, so based on the fact.
And now me say sad no kind from day one also who say dabi. They be can't say party na eka wo. Nipa no na eka. Ta na tie.
So no that time on your opportunity. To be ka de na ma wo akoma.
We no say na say de anya party nhyehyɛ no. Na party asan say where dia wo sampa. Na ade ne betumi akɔ. And they see as a sign you can't blame nana. They be can't say me na make bi kra na akoyo do.
But they akoya ne say nipa no so a ba no so akoya na ase na support nipa no.
No dey no ye chira say.
It's Africa. E bia George nso be we hu say no. What if say me jaja me ho ana 4 years to come no be hu ana another candidate be nso from the ruling a unit so aba.
Time when you.
Nti na dey o say me ye bia. Me ye nti no maka say e ne prerogative. E ne right.
Aka unsusu mu die.
Na kaka me susu mu die a ba bia kodu no. Discipline committee abon nsem agu. Appeals well lose no. Or the right to go to cast and I say any court bia obetumi amani execute injunction. And injunction no dey say no. You hu say o je kra na ade no. Ebi o wetimi koso. Because you hu league ya. Ama fa go injunction na.
Say na league before the echo.
Match before the echo. So you hu say go to so ma 7 all the clubs.
Yeah.
So ma injunction.
Okay. And to the better message about that checking. Mama your expectation elective congress they see there FIFA and the delegate aba. That you know because say emotions near you. FIFA and the delegate aba. No ba no just as oba be di asem.
Oh Emna Mikoshiano Amajo Penny.
Okay.
Mikoshiano. And then I can person me can't Tottenham Hotspur the bet.
The bottom for
the infant to how many Liverpool the and some hopa. On say
because remember dreams for the
yes, Papa ne kasa no Afriki ni se mo kan no. Se wo tranchiri and now transi now analyze near Amajo Penny ke kana e fa baby no e tasum. But Afriki the question now will be so baby sana say of course George has invested. And for George yawa odi ni nyina ne say and the main can say be na me fancy Amajo Penny there no so. And I say my starting fee Amajo ho Amajo buy no. O say onim George fee ansa na obi hu keto kreku. Papa ne kan clear and then some trophy near why share no you about bear to say 15.
Any point advice
only George as serve on committee or CAF. Or say George is vocal. Or say George is not timid. And you cannot intimidate George Friye. The man said it. Or say at that highest level, CAF, with all members, now you say, be a part of probably a marketing committee for Africa, Confederation of African Football. Now, Mompe sponsorship and pesika and from Ramayan for organize tournaments. Under 17, under 20, Wafu, Maidens, the Princesses, the Queens tournament, and of course,
Champions League.
The Champions League, the Super Cup, any confederation, any the Nations Cup, no, and yet easy. Sabe, why be moon now? No, only links are. Sa committee, no, yen to me phone call. So it tells you how solid and links are Georgia Kwesi free kita and Namswa, Yadeni Koko share da a committee is wa ne papa ni ejuma. And I see even after so no FE Nigeria Football Federation or be president and they are going to CAF or serve as a committee member, executive committee member or CAF, no Sambua or FIFA ni adeno. Only George Ekasa day in day out. So George is like more than like a friend, according to Mano. And penny narration, George A. peeved. Ni peeved our ni say 4 years ago, when normalization took over, no. And sana ye babetua by elected president Keto Krekuno. George fell say, Kate Henry when you the number na ke say ye didn't see to say he is the FA president. But Odrin say, no, baby ye fee bano football people no invest but omo nyanso mfaso e ma yakofa nkrofoɔ bi abɛhye omo kon so eye Dr. Kofi Amu amene ne dom ɛna ɔmo mom na edi FIFA sika ne adeɛ ɛna ɔmo a edi ɛtɔ football boot ɛtɔ hose afa nkwala nkrɔfoɔ ma etu ɔmo ka no ɔmo nya hwee saa ne a yakɔ round 2 anka ɛbɛkɔ round 3 no ma me ntwa so ne yɛmfa ma me nua kuma no na ɔmo rane na niema bi a yesusu sɛ normalization anye ne yie no ɔbɛtena so a yɛn football people no ɛbɛhwɛ ne yɛtumi ayɛ ne yie na system na hyɛseɛ arane and pɛ wotie papa no nkɔmɔ no mu a na woyɛ badwema na wodwen kɔ akyɛ wobɛhu sɛ George no fili sɛ President Kurt bae no saa nneɛma na ɔmo susu sɛ anka ɔbɛba abɛyɛ no ɛnyɛ no wayɛ and therefore ɛne ɛbɛhwɛ na wa contest bi nti ɔbɛ contest ɛna ɛbɛdu baabi ɛbɛdu but no that we standing no untumi nso ɛnka sɛ wayɛ bibi na ankɔ yi a na anyɛ yi a yɛbɛka sɛ yɛn korɔkorɔ ɛno na mbɛka sɛ when it comes to legalities it's not about emotions, it's not about madam fini friendship, it's not about anano or contest bi dent na ne we dey so obekɔ ne saa Afriki me say me nyi ba manim na da bia ade kye nyame adom ye kɔ no me say yesua de we keep learning, we should be humbled and keep learning as we forge forward and we ye kɔ anim no hwɛ OSP no ba ha be ka asɛm bi kisia jabe enda bia na asɛm no nam de to metrim me menye lawyer ni ɔno ɔyɛ lawyer ni ɔse ye kɔ law court a yen koye sentimental enye emotional ye kɔ camera law emna ni se pe obi na on nominative pe clubs be se nan enum fa ka ho no mo endorso an Africa meboa enti se utumi nya sa clubs nyina ma omo endorso ena die na si nipa na osan ade ne de ma no yesi onye club na sa time na osan no na ontumi ensan na wunya 11 wonders e wo ho aden one for 11 wonders now the victory ni be shame wo ho usu obi na nkoyi ba ko mfirim Afriki ena wo call appeals committee ena mo si da bi usu wo case ayesi uni case into wasem ya bagu and ni amaju pinik e kan nyina ne se ena obehia George Free ye ena okohia ketokreku anso na obehia nsem trofo en pe ono no oso osan kwa akohia George bio ene ket ansa na ono omumienu asa ahia ye meeting and pe na ne nkomo twetwe no ene nsem ano okan nyina no Africa na mitie papa no mitie ni ye a na ne opeso okan se Africa so tie they should be compromise. Sir George Bejatum dia I was say bibi koso but bibi be koso a asema me kan say na yebe ma so anke yebe yo yanke siuma yebe su anke shawma Afriki 4 years na aba betwema yebe to be yo and on the 2nd and on the 3rd of October na 4 years na ye rem no te abato ne de ya to wi a obi ntumi nka say George Free bia braba blaster management committee chairman no there be don't forget say now the ESCO no so ho and they will decide who should be chair this, who should be this, who should be vice, and the vice no kwa Santo Swaba. And yet he said those days na kasing handle obi to me air point so mafa Afriki jo ESCO no so or me vice say ya to Swaba. And about 20 man and Namsuma, Makado Baba Bear Cat Vice. Ain't he in all no? Mika Kosi say, you hear the bigger picture. The bigger picture is the Ghana football, which no and a constitute or no Georgia Kwese Free year, no a man who are more to me about far from so Babejina. The Ghana football no, and he say, or no Keto Krekus, what team a Dreams FC. And I didn't know baby do baby what baby do you know the Ghana football no any baby a most packer Mosi Sama I was our team na nay what dia kwa ball holo ya amo qualify to the group stage in November. Omo hwe nim say ombeba bom home matches ewo newly built Ultramodern Stadium omasi ewo takwa no so. And now the stakeholders, the people now the main architect of the game near footballers. It is a name team near mediama number 4 players by 40 na me tuo moka bosubi bia me tuo mo senate me mom winning bonuses my fa driver or drive a car my fa coach so bu coach o my fa mazoa my fa physio me father Christmas baby me nyesika di a finance me club no. Do you think some me so me impress me hu nipa bi be kwa akogina esco no so ni ato abama na ma ye kwa world cup bi e watumi akobi no akwa akwaje $100,000 bi aba enu timedie ma bi ade papa no de say de no go fields no Tony Obi bi baba begina eti yan share the bigger picture Africa man can say time again and again say baby akwasi nyantachi di football no kokodu ya no any anas take it just one day adi football be shift from say brim Africa me see at a certain point in time when you go to a tournament na nya Ghana ha na kwasi nyantachi Ghana na ye bo kwasi nyantachi ndima uni accreditation cry say went to me anya accreditation ni be a mandatory say journalists be so nya CAF accredited. You should be accredited by CAF and say what to me akwa akoye udwumade awudi when nya bi nas Ibrahim Sanidara ni Kofi mu edu kodu media center ye to me ye bi man or in the name of akwasi nyantachi baby that was the level kokodu yo to extend say akwasi nyantachi rise ya aka after baby kura no ko to me obaba be the vice president FIFA because now had to a fee ho baby akwasi rise ko do that was the level
back with Madagascar ni
mo bani nam ho ya nanu ya yi mesepe abai
nka kwasi 10 o
aka kwasi 10 and baby ya den beto and after that ni nyina no yen hwe baby aketokreku be fa ball aya na man for refio COVID aba in 2019-2020 2 years na football koso. Tell me if I'm lying. It was truncated. Satam no na me Uncle T United TT Brothers team no. I was the operation and media officer. A team no near lead way zone 3. And near lead and because of COVID and announce exposure now see a chubby BM. Ain't ye free baby niaba. Baby ye free bana ya rise ya babe do no and don't forget say as we speak. Ye share George interest. Near share Kurt interest. Near share the bigger picture. Ye Ghana football no. Kurt a zombie wafu president. Kurt bada bay. First time new. So you see, ye pre ni nano our Africa war interest. Asam na me count. Bernard war interest. Miss more interest. Ebia oh Georgia Kwesi every year bar. Ebia asam kana me kan yes sanetie. So ebia oh minua pani Bernard. Ebia na danfo no hona owo onu su benya ne card bi no. Ye hwe the bigger picture.
Ebembo anke.
Exactly.
Ebia ka FA communications Bernard
shaho. Onu su didi peche. Interest no. But the interest are ye na
Henry Mabunfu.
As oh yes. Interest ni nyina ye behwe ni nyina ne say Ghana first. Ghana first. And until na madupie ne ka se ka say there should be compromise. Say even George Beje Mukra. Dear now the Bema Georgia, a Bema na come out on the
and no one thing say to abani we pay and no dear. It will not happen. Say beer and no dear. Because be answer the markets crack statement say contest now they can. I'm forging a new see bonnet. But is a fact because it is a Bernard no was been in the contest here. They make what I say and I'm marrying no. Maybe renew in a make me feel say me don't bear me cry now. Sabi. And you might be crazy secret, and there's a possibility of it to be revealed. And I don't have anything to offer me. Send me don't bear cry now. They be quite say because now open. And when ya, but I can't you know the case. I'm fool said there be said we can say any day. Be one can say ye. But open that yeah money to them. Yeah, media money dreams.
So Africa
be a ben and to be a ben no so I can't see a time no any.
Okay, so Africa, media kakra me to me aka, and he said said the niema ekwa. Ye hwe se ne hyehyɛ no etie in say niema be ko ye de my football no 74 years Georgia free and also Rakwesi free will be na obeka na obeya for now onko cars I think say cars and a football ni na no ebetumi aye but say meka say anaso obeka say ebia o kono akwa akopie mu e wo court na ye de injunction akwa akoto so no emwa ebesan akoyechi at the end of the day the most important thing and is say yenhwe ono ani team yesusu brebi wono so di sika hye proper investment ewom me ora kwese free na me minimum no o showman George heavy and I don't think say yes
I say BBS you know it's unfortunate they make want say me ya they make want say because show be say Georgia sebi wa break and o game so at heart
yeah
they make want and they may do baby cry no feel say ebia na bra mo sia tachi na
What's Africa make catch say
why boy chair or this care rem no sa no man so it's unfortunate
say
but Sadio we me sure say set some precedent bia the next year I will also be mistake you know
yeah Africa o ka say make catch say score change board ya this is no so light no o stadium am say make catch say he was the first person or the bag Ghana or from Japan na bi ni Ghana or to be chair don't you question for you me say he is not my close friend America say or your madam for me ben be through Abdul Salam and I me closer to him and so few kakrana me closer to him no he's a nice person
very nice guy
it me Debbie Amikasa Africa ye nyina ye nhwe Africa me ka ye nyina o ye part of it because at the end of the day Sunday do ye league no nya standard ye nyina pese edu anke ye ni je ho but ye be cost stadium akwa ye commentary wo fie Nas Africa obi ba cha wade a Africa wo dey up free radio so 1 month no obi ntonka onafofo na frefre say oh Africa ye we ma so be frefre wa woni wan
no
I'm telling you eti me ye very very careful I value relationship eti the message say omo majo bro emra yenhwe krofo ma na wo mo ankasa Georgia kwase free ye ani most park wonu ketoko omo form atue sika e dey show mo say omo pejuma mo na yensu ebetumi ato at the end of the day Africa is me nua no na wo bobo na wo kwabro kira enya Africa wo England meba ubema me invite meba ufi ho na wo back akra beba sika obekwa akonya no eye Ghana here na de beba be
the next 4 minutes na fi Bernard so and Samia
Africa I'm say last Saturday mini Bernard and ye trance na me kan say horoya for ne de 2 goals no wo ye den wa mo be she and no make me qualifying so and me say be can say P7 Saturday me say can say I'm happy say one of the experienced coaches are you Ghana high in the person of Coach Ivan Sadote. He's underrated but he's one of the finest brains are your work when it comes to technical handlers of coaches or mukita ye various teams because Oshe baby or started ye defeat by nobody gave him the chance to win the league for Mediama and obefa team no Mediama was struggling and yes and Mediama winning matches so no coach David Duncan the Kita team no they were struggling they were losing matches coach in the Befa team no all of a sudden he turned things around and they started winning matches and people talk say it was just a flick no he meant business and what he meant and appropriate team and eduama kwako yes obi ka say Moses Amapakamo put too much effort when it comes to financial muscles pull strength by going to parliament to see speaker of parliament going to the Jubilee House to see our president moving to other empenifo omususu say omusem wo bi ora tobemo including honorable Toka Inswayem Deputy Land and Osika Peja won ho baby oshaninti enkwan won ho pa mrekuduka Osika peche pa eja won ho mrekuduka okonu ho no wa wo pe bibi no ama wa no na ema Afiki no bi e wadi 12 years mu na wo no wa premier yi Gracia na ade baby e di nkomo so oka ho board no so eti ye kan ni nyina atwi se de be ye nkomo ne be de no
I would say normally we go to your fans power baby partners baby was one
openi ni boye ora Moses Duka boye oh yes
obi fans boye obi also do baby emfa ntie nsusu nka
oh okay
say no ye chiri ho asem ni ti
well okay. Me dia minim na make no enti and Moses Parker enso ni business other business ayenim say yenim Moses Parker yenim no pa and I think say mo go face abaso okay so jo mo mama he $2 million me no na net ya and na ka say sikai omo ne be ya adwuma and of course omo dia ya adwuma omo dia ya adwuma go face for na boata kwafo no papa Ghana for nyina and Fredachi he will win the ESCO election will be winning simple
enso ko to mutambe
enu na me ka say hwe Africa ni nyina ka ho ecosystem no hwe e kan okwesi nyantachi em kwala bi a o form de batom ho edom duadua ba bi o caf enu bi na ye hu no Achi was leader of delegation Mediama Muso ko ni nyina ono lead here obelidi dreams ba ko enu lead Mediama eni nyom ko nya win afa Messi kwasi nyantachi di nkrofo bi hihye ba bi o na wiase no
biebie kwan peche
biebie kwa peche Achi didi no ehun sunsanso ni bi akwa Mediama ma Ghana ya benefit
guy back here MPP for the year ni slogan no
abanga
so obi abedi di peche MC book board peche
e book board no so ono na ne fish
achi di o ne peche
achi betwim landslide obebie mu kra atitim achi bedi ni soko kra eti you see ayana ye empower youth no Africa ni nyina ka ho empowerment enu bi na kwanya ntachi de Fred Achi koi wode George Fie koi wode Kofi wode Ibrahim Sani Dala ode wo nyina ye enkrof omo a de minimum ne minim se bia nso nim ebi we kira obetumi de aka ho omo nyina ye and nyantachi and next Sani eye adwuma
na say wonim say qualify 2006 wonim nkrofo e free Ghana ko Germany and omo nyina bompa mbo makosi nyantachi say nam no so e me etumi qualify the World Cup
yo
ya me kan tia say kohwe amamfo ati o ma citizen e o Germany o mani giaje pa Bernard
Eti Africa the American say yemo Mediama baso o ma ya de unsa me catch us say coach Karim Zito oye coach bi o Ghana ha because of so only league trophy ntino as we are underrated but oye one of the finest
you benya kwan pa na abona baso ba mpese oye adwuma bi so mame
okay
adwuma mpese we mame ne say para games na ko na wie
sure
na chire city saying mpese oye say adwuma na mame
okay
tell somebody there tutu aka bibia da na kwa mu ne ye
okay
but the next 4 minutes ahead of you
me we be kasa
me dey mane dreams the next 4 minutes
African but answer na misinia bebe no mame nye birthday
ye be nya botre
Africa am say a good news for Ghana football Africa na mani age enso ama African football at least for once enema esesa enka those days no enka Dreams FC what's your 2-1 e wo Ghana ha ye sha wo 1 na ye yi wa frim e wo Molovia ho but utim ko konya penalty ball 1-1 kensi
especially so you know in Africa yeah but the simple
kensi e ma Dreams sim konya penalty ball sha wo ho away Africa football e ko nanim me de man so atimi atotomu ko Guinea dumbo ya ni so anu so konya penalty ho akobwa hye ama eventually on so le 2-1 but when your penalty the say ema so abotum fefe Africa kensi
yes
kensi it tells you say gradually African football never be sisa those years you do kotobo ebi ni ya motitu ni ya bull referee it me bien from akra boost ni ya sisa
and okra house for cry bokai
sisa
house I think I'm say it's a minimum say Ethiopian club use it oh alaji house yankopon fa the crazy
St. George
and St. George and no ko da wo table circle me bo ade chira place ni yare oh tuntum nya abotre wi obo
ai
no and Africa obeko away
me say seven
ko boka
seven quick ka say says house any St. George and free mo Ghana ha obe jana jere seven quick ka say house any St. George and free mo Ghana obe jana jere but omo ye adwuma ne
simple cra
obo ase nka wo wo na sam ko bo obo ase fe in Africa football esesa say me dem abe call away na ke opponent ni here one goal na odi agi na free na okonya penalty o akose
ensi
na Dreams in so Africa football
no mean team say horoya
wo pedigree sen wo me dem kensi bodam ni bia onam no du ba bi no obi atɔ ne wache ni bibia wo so na tigo bi atigu ye no na ema wo ho edesafo bi wo ho nti wache ni to form sa akwa no gentle guy fele wantimi amfa na bodam ni ko na wache ni mu abie bibia bu so set ohwe sa na osere ose entansi na me bodam ni de se kamefa ka de adiam na ka se na me fa we de bibia wo so set nti African football penalties mienu for me dem one for dreams entansi
yes
etumpon Africa both teams na qualify wie eye ye ni age na de aka edani mu no ene o so om sate na om ye hu adwuma na me hwe qualify teams as a CA ye ka say om qualify for the CAF Champions League Africa 1 LL 2 Wydad Athletic Casablanca from Morocco 3 Esperance 4 Mamelodi Sundowns since 2014 ye consistent
form
they have been consistent in their performance. Simba FC, Pyramids, what the Pyramids are free Egypt never.
Free Egypt, yeah.
Pedro de Luanda, Angola, TP Mazembe,
DR Congo,
Al-Hilal, Sudan, Young Africans,
Tanzania, right?
Tanzania, Asec Mimosas. After a long Etoile du Sahel,
Tunisia,
Anna Joassan Galazi, Botswana, FC Nwandibu, so Anna Den Mediama. I think you look at the teams are qualified for the group stage. This is the 16 teams. You be divided them into 4 or 4 groups. Into Africa, who you also who say what you may, qualification number Mediama and Dreams FC shouldn't be taken by events. No, sir. Ya shall we ya need this United Cobo American Yadi. When you buy house, no, what 6 in it. Has got this 6 simple. In 2 games, as I consider about 10 goals.
Simple.
Indeed, Africa, you will show them well, but the tax ahead, no one prepare. Yes, sir. About Jensen because Mediama a debutant in the CAF Champions League. Dreams FC a debutant in the Confederation Cup. Into a bedroom, I had the best among the equals and the selecting.
Okay,
they should prepare well.
All right,
Africa.
Program wa be.
Me birthday no.
Da chehne.
Me birthday no. Happy birthday.
Ye chair God Nagu so or far away US.
Oh, tie show.
I also monitor proceedings.
Okay, my enchiano. Africa ma me we hye Agbanto Joycelyn. Ono ewo brother T pharmacy tema community 23 ho na oye adwuma na ye na woda nyame.
Brother T Titi brothers na.
There be nyebra.
We
very different brother T. Brother T pharmacy tema community 23.
Ice madam for be. Ogbo wa kro timbu say dedication na. All right. Eti kwabna mo abenda ache hene wotere kana fei Bernard Nyankoma go wotere nka omo de ko social media no e free ma abankro ana fei nana ya osafo enne na ye ne sewa ono so edi birthday me che Auntie Mary and shop number 3 LCMB. Ye Dr. Sekwame despite ninu aba. Within the ERNEST BREW Smith Peace FM na yakofa news nyame ya adom na sa adom na edom ya next week ye be sa na mo hia. Don't forget every Tuesday bia ye de agudi ehun se me de bre